Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my god, what is going on, guys? And welcome your beautiful faces back to another Dexter video. Today I decided, we've already done everything we possibly could with Dexter tier list videos. I decided to finally do ranking slashers, their chances of surviving Dexter Morgan. Now, shout out to the boy Ranky Panky for this idea, and yeah, that's his name. And to be honest, I kind of dig the name, Ranky Panky. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. But before we do that, let me explain the tiers for you guys so you understand what I'm ranking. Coming in at S tier, we have Mission Impossible, which means, oh my god, Dexter has no chance whatsoever he's going to die by them. Season long kill basically means they'd be a main antagonist in the Dexter universe. Couple episode kill, pretty self-explanatory, and on Dexter's table, which is, yeah, they just get a one and done. So coming in first, we have John Kramer, or John Kramer, from Jigsaw, or Saw. So John Kramer is the mastermind behind all the Saw traps. He is an intelligent engineer. He used his brilliance to construct some of the most crucial and excruciatingly painful, kinky death devices. But for real, John is still no joke. And you might be thinking, wouldn't John actually like Dexter? And to be honest, you're right. Kramer would probably respect Dexter's code, seeing how Dexter specifically targets those who have taken innocent lives, aka criminals. And John himself has always had a twisted sense of justice, believing that his victims deserve their suffering as a way to quote-unquote appreciate life. But here's where the divide happens. Dexter is going to know that some of John's victims are criminals, but Kramer's criteria for punishment isn't strictly based on murder. He targets people for being ungrateful, corrupt, or just even making bad life choices. So while John might see Dexter as a kindred spirit, Dexter would ultimately view John as a dangerous vigilante who doesn't operate under a true moral code. Now, you might think that this is an easy kill for Dexter, but I don't think so. However, I do think that he'll eventually kill John Kramer. So John doesn't work alone. He has apprentices, devoted followers who continue his work and execute his plans. Dexter would have to basically go through them first. They're trained, cunning, and some of them are willing to die for Kramer's cause. And that would basically make things complicated. However, we've seen Dexter dismantle an entire network of killers before, like when he took down Jordan Chase and his followers. Granted, Jordan's apprentices weren't as disciplined or as skilled as John's, but it still highlights Dexter's ability to eliminate obstacles on his way to the true targets. No, I do think John Kramer would 100% be a season-long kill though. Unlike most of Dexter's prey, John isn't just a killer. He's an architect of death. And let's just say that there won't be any tape recordings or live or die choices waiting for John. There would really only be the Dark Passenger Sigma.
Oh, hell no.
Next, we have Chucky. Aw, such a cute little doll. Dexter would probably take one look at him and think, this guy? No way this doll can do any real harm. Then wham, Chucky kicks him in the chin, launching Dexter across the room. Chucky may look like a toy made for little girls, but let's not forget, he's got the strength of a full-grown man. And Dexter would quickly realize that this little guy means business. But here's where things get tricky. As we've seen throughout the Child's Play franchise, Chucky can die. But that doesn't mean that he stays dead. He can always transfer his soul into another doll, which makes eliminating him permanently is a real challenge. And in my eyes, I really only seen this play out one way. Like a straight up one-on-one fight. But even getting to that point would just be a nightmare. Stalking Chucky? Yeah, no way. Dexter would need a damn microscope just to track Chucky, and even then, Chucky can slip into like air vents, sewer grates, in tight spaces where Dexter simply just can't follow. That means Dexter has no choice but to literally just go hands-on. And while Dexter is no stranger to combat, as he's skilled in martial arts, and Chucky has taken his fair share of beatings in the movies, and to be honest, I do see Dexter killing Chucky, but to be honest, after that, it's gonna be pretty hard because he's just gonna transfer into another doll. So the problem is, can he keep Chucky dead for life? No, not really. But the thing is, he can definitely kill Chucky. So honestly, I'll give him a couple episode kill, because for this, we'll just base it off of one life and one life only. Next, we have Michael Myers. Now, we'll be basing this off of Halloween 1978, the first film, since a lot of people argue that Michael Myers was just a human in this one. But let's be real. There's definitely something supernatural about him, even in the original. I mean, the guy took hella gunshots to the chest, fell off a second-story balcony, and still got up like nothing was happening. That's not just human durability. There's something else going on with him. But hey, let's entertain the idea that Dexter may have a chance. I don't care what everyone says when they say Laurie Strode quote-unquote beat Michael Myers. Yeah, she survived, but she didn't kill him. And Dexter, Sure, he's got martial arts training, he's methodical, and he's taking down his fair share of killers. But here's the thing. One punch from Michael Myers and Dexter is getting sent straight to the afterlife. Let's be real. Buddy has inhumane strength. Unlike anything Dexter has ever faced, Dexter's entire method relies on stealth, stalking, and setting up traps for his prey. But to be honest, you can't outstalk the boogeyman. Let's be real. Dude can literally stalk people in broad daylight right in front of him, and somehow they just can't see him. He just disappears. But even if Dexter got the jump on him, tied him to his table, and started his usual monologue, I guarantee you Michael would just break out before Dexter could even finish his first sentence. And even if Dexter somehow did manage to quote-unquote kill him, Michael would just get back up like nothing happened, and this would be on his first life, because Buddy doesn't die at all. Yeah, he always comes back for the next film, but he never died, and there's a reason they call him the Shape. So can Dexter survive Michael Myers? Absolutely not. This is mission impossible. Next, we have Jason Voorhees. To be honest, I don't even have to debate this, but honestly, why not? So for this version of Jason, we'll do part 4 of Friday the 13th. This means like no zombie Jason, no supernatural resurrection nonsense, just a big, brutal, backwoods killer with ridiculous strength and unstoppable will to kill. So first off, let's talk about Dexter's approach. Stalking Jason, yeah, good luck, buddy. Jason lives in the shadows. Jason is literally the depiction of Sigma and Alpha. He's used to people creeping around his territory, and Dexter has never gone up against someone who is just as good, if not better, at stalking prey. Jason doesn't just kill people, he lurks, waiting for the right moment to strike, and getting Jason on the table would damn near be impossible. Jason is not someone Dexter can just M99 and wrap in plastic. This dude is a brick wall. Even in part 2, before his supernatural upgrades, he tanks damage like crazy, he gets stabbed, takes blunt force trauma, and just keeps going. Dexter is not going to be able to restrain him like a normal victim. Jason is stupidly strong even in his human days. He can break through doors like they're made of paper, ragdoll grown men, and take hits like they're nothing. Dexter might be skilled in combat, but skill means nothing when the other guy can just break your ribs with a single punch. So yeah, Dexter versus Jason, yeah, I would even put Jason over Michael Myers, 110%. Next, we have my boy, Art the Clown. Alright, so let's talk about Art the Clown from Terrifier 1, specifically before he gets his supernatural buffs at the end. Now, I gotta be honest, compared to every other killer on this list, Art is by far the easiest for Dexter to take out. He's creepy as hell, unpredictable, and has some sick tricks up his sleeve, literally pulling a gun mid-fight like a total scumbag. But in terms of actual combat ability, Art is a brutal killer, but he relies entirely on shock factor and sadism. He doesn't fight, he toys with people. Dexter, on the other hand, is a trained killer who knows how to disarm and dismantle threats quickly. Even if it came down to hand-to-hand combat, Dexter would absolutely dominate him. So no need for an extended battle. Art isn't durable like the others, and he's not a tank who can take multiple hits. So in reality, to be honest, human Art the Clown is literally just a 1-episode kill. He gets on Dexter's table, easy peasy, there's no doubt in my mind. But you might be wondering, what if I gave all these slashers their supernatural abilities? Well then, yeah, they would 100% beat Dexter. I mean, Dexter is just a human at the end of the day, so I have to make this somewhat, fair, you know what I'm saying? Next, we have Leatherface. Now, to be honest, this one is kind of hard, considering the fact that Leatherface doesn't really go anywhere except just his territory, kind of just like Jason. I mean, I guess you could say Jason Goes to Space or when Jason Goes to New York City, but those are just like fun films and stuff. But typically within canon, Jason and Leatherface like to stay within their territory. Leatherface also has brute strength, he's crazy strong, he's crazy tall. I think he's the tallest. It's not just Leatherface that Dexter would have to kill, it would be his entire very weird and cannibalistic family. So that would be pretty hard as well. And to be honest, Leatherface, I feel like he would get a season-long kill. And to be honest, I would put Leatherface over John Kramer. That could be a debate. You could put maybe John Kramer over Leatherface. And next we have Hannibal Lecter from the movies. This is not TV show. Now, him in the movies is more nerfed than him in the TV show. In the TV show, he's literally basically supernatural. He's an insane killer. But in the movies, yes, he's still 100% very smart. He still has a lot of his feats, but he's nothing like TV show Hannibal. And I kind of already touched base with this character, so to be honest, I feel like he would definitely be a season-long kill, but I would think I would put him over Leatherface and John Kramer, to be honest. So yeah, this is my slasher video. What do you guys think? Let me know.